Okay. Hey. Hey. And I am live, and it is all good, so I guess I'll just put this here. Yeah, just playing TIS-100 for fun. I'm probably gonna, like, upload these to YouTube, too, so, yeah. Let's go. I'm just gonna go through the first few puzzles and maybe explain what I'm doing. Let me have chat up, too. Pop. Switch to non-mod. Pop out chat. Excellent. Okay, cool. Okay. So this is TIS-100. Hello, everyone, if anyone's here. I'm uploading. I'm talking about this because I'm uploading this to YouTube anyway. So yeah. But this is like originally streamed on Twitch. I figured that's better. If I'm just gonna record stuff anyway, I may as well just stream it too, because why not? So, and yeah, just for the YouTube video too. I was like, TTYD's on hold right now because my cap card broke and I don't really feel like getting another one. So just to like get back into the momentum of it, because like this sort of thing's fun. Like I miss playing video games, so I think motivating myself to play video games would be nice. um I'm gonna just start doing a few more PC games and then move over to console games whenever I feel like getting another cap card. Cool. Okay, so this is TIS 100. It is an assembly programming puzzle game. um it's one of my favorite games ever. It's amazing, it's great, and it's literally just assembly code. But the gimmick of the game is that I have, like, if I'm coding, like I'm coding, I don't know, foo bar, and then I don't know what else programmer people type. That's it. That's all the lines I get. And if I keep going, that's all the space on a line. So I have, I think, what is this? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 lines of code per processor, along with one one byte of RAM and 1 byte of like accessible memory, like one byte of working memory and 1 byte of like storage, read write memory. So 2 bytes of memory and 15 lines of code per processor, but I have 12 processors. So it is a nightmare of concurrent programming in assembly, which is wild. It's a ride. This game is a fucking trip. So the first puzzle, all I have to do is move in A to out A. So I'm gonna do that now, and I can do that by typing in move up left. And what that'll do is it'll take the input, which comes from above, and pump it out to the left. And now this processor can move right down. And then this processor can move up down. And this processor can move up right, and this guy can move left down. And then I hit that button, and it gives me a happy sound, and then dopamine goes off in my brain. So it's like really cool. Like you can already tell this is the best game ever. Yeah, and this is pretty straightforward. Like there isn't much explanation. There won't be for the first like 5 puzzles, and then my brain is just gonna implode, and that'll be fun. So this is the next one. This time I have to read a value from in A, double the value, write the value to out A. I just like solved the first 3 puzzles like before streaming just to remember shit. So this is great, and now I get to use the accumulator. So I'm just gonna start by getting it to the output. So I'm gonna move up, down. I'm gonna move up, down. I'm gonna move up, right. And now here comes the fun. I'm gonna move up ACK, and that will save the value into my 1 byte of memory. And then I'm going to add ACK, which what that does is it's going to add the value in my memory. It's basically like x plus equals x, right? So it'll like add the value in memory to the value in memory, thus doubling the value in memory, right? And then all I have to do is move that down, right? So that it'll just like save the thing in memory, add it to itself, which is doubling it, and then move it down, right? By the way, the instructions are up here. So it's like when it says, read a value from in A, double the value, write a value to out A. That's what I'm doing. So then I hit this button, and I have an infinite loop somewhere because I hit move up ACK instead of move left ACK. Yeah, thank you, thank you, Nico. And now the dopamine goes off, so that's pretty good. Um, cool. Next one. This is the final puzzle that I did before this. Read values from in A, in B. Yeah, you get it. Or I'll actually be laborious. So I have to read a value from in A, in B, and then I have to write A minus B here, but I have to write B minus A here. So I only have to do one computation because I can just negate the answer for one and do that to the other. So this cell is going to move up left. This cell is going to move up ACK, right? Then it's going to subtract the thing on the right, which is going to be B, and it's going to move ACK down. This is going to move ACK down. This is, or no, this is going to move up down. This is going to move up ACK, move ACK down, negate, and then move ACK right. And then this is going to move left down. Okay. And now the dopamine comes. Yeah. Oh, so much dopamine. So those are like the intro puzzles. Now the game just gets like almost brutally difficult. Yeah. Get excited. Okay. So now this is this one. I started on this, like I said, but let me just erase it. I just want to tear through those first three because it's just like introducing like the game. Now I do this, and I'm just going to start by moving these down. Okay, so this is, I have to do comparisons now, which there's no if statements. You have to do with jumps. So I need to do this. These are labels, and then you can jump to labels. So the first line of code is going to be move left ACK, and then jump if it's 0, or this is greater than. So I think it's JGZ is the command. I have these. There's documentation for this game. If you hit escape and then view the TIS-100 manual, yeah, it'll tell you. It tells you what all the things are. If it's you can. It's a local file, so I can't link it, but I bet it's online somewhere. And then I do jump. Yeah, JGZ, jump greater than 0. The instruction after the label will be executed next if the value of ACK is positive. So I'll name it pos. And then if it's, so this is now if it's not, or yeah, it doesn't like that. I don't have the label, so let me add it. So now if I'm jumping when it's positive, okay, what am I saying? My brain is exploding. Okay, so now if I'm jumping when it's positive, the stuff after this will trigger if it's negative. So let me do this and then not have my brain explode. If it's negative, then I need to move 0 down and then move ACK right and then start over. And if it's positive, I need to move 1 down, move ACK right, and then jump to the beginning, right? That makes sense? I think that makes sense. Okay. Now I need to do this again. Move left ACK. And now this guy is jumping if it's equal to 0 to the 0 label. I'll make a non-label. I'll make a 0 label. And then if it's not 0, I need to move 0 down, right? Because when a 1 is not written to an output, write a 0 instead. So that's move 0 down. Move ACK right, jump start, and then this is not the most efficient way to do it. I bet I could probably think of something more efficient, but let's just do this. Move ACK right, jump start. I just want to like get it solved, and then I'm gonna like go back through it and make it a little more efficient. Move left ACK, and then jump less than 0, neg. Pause, move 0 down, jump start. Neg will be move 1 down, and then jump start. And did my brain explode? Okay, my brain exploded. But I bet I can do this a lot better. Because I think this guy can do all the computation necessary, and then just send the answers to the other ones, right? So well, what if ACK could be like ACK could be 0? So let me think. Nah, he can't really. You can't really avoid it. If there were like, if they weren't all in a line, like if I could go through these communication failures, um, if I could go through the communication failures, I could have like one cell up here, do all the computation, and then send the answers out. But I can't really do that. So I think this is about the. I mean, I could like I can delete the needless instructions just to like improve the instruction count a bit. Like these are not obligatory. Now my instruction count is a little better. Seems like there isn't really a way to do this much faster than this though. So I think asymptotically I'm pretty good right now. So let's go. Okay. Oh yeah, simple sand. This lets you just do whatever the hell you want. I think you can even I think there's even a way to program test cases, but so you can make your own puzzles with this. All right, let's see what the signal multiplexer is. Read values from in A and in B. Read a value from in S. Write in A when S is -1. Write B when S is 1. Write A plus B when S is 0. Okay. I think I should do this. Move up right. Move up left. Like just pump the values in here. And then I want to move up to ACK because I'm going to need to do computation. And then jump equals 0, 0, jump greater than 0, pause. I need my start label. And then neg, pause, 0. Cool. And now I can program. If it's negative, what do I want to do? I want to move right down. Right, or wait. If it's negative, I write A. Sorry. So I move left down, and then I move right nil. Because I have to, like, B is still going to, like, send an input. So I have to move the value of A down, and then I have to discard the value of B. So just, like, delete it. Or otherwise it'll, like, send A down, but then it'll have the old B, which is not good. And then if it's positive, oh, and then jump start always. If it's positive, I need to move right down, move left nil, and then I'm running out of space now. Okay, see, this is the problem is you very quickly start running out of room. Oops, I highlighted something on accident there. I may need to just get rid of, yeah. Oh, it looks awful without white space, but what are you going to do? Okay, 0 is the hard one because I have to add them. So I need if I have 0, I need to move left into ACK. I need to add right, and then I need to move ACK down. That's not that bad. In fact, I have enough lines I can re-add these. Cool, it's almost legible now. Okay. Seems there's a really good way to do this. Yeah, I can't think of a much better way. I mean, at some point I might go back through these and try to make them like super efficient, but this is okay for me right now. I don't know what the idle means. Oh, I understand. The idle is how many cycles it's just waiting. I bet you could do some parallel computing on this to save time. Like right, cuz like you for S you spend a lot, you spend like at least 3 cycles like doing the conditionals, and in that time you can actually already add A and B together. And then you probably can just prepare the answers and then just send the one answer down. Ooh, let me try that. That sounds fun actually. Let's make a new program and try this. Let's see, move ack right, move ack down. I need, the order is bad here. I want to send it down and then right. Yeah, so, okay, so my idea is that this cell is going to be responsible for holding A. This cell will hold B. This cell is going to pump S to here and then compute A plus B and then send that down. I don't know if that's going to be better. I'm just curious to see how this works out. I'm just trying an idea, just something like a completely different solution. See if like splitting up that work between the cells would speed things up, but it may create more work than there was before. So, yes, move up left. And now so he moves up down, and then the next thing he does is move left ack, move right, add right, and then move ack down. And then you move up ack, jump if equal to 0, 0, jump less than 0, neg, and then pause, neg, 0. Gotta have the start label. And then if it's positive, move left down, move right nil, move up nil. Jump start. If it's negative, see, I don't think this is saving time, but we'll see. Move. If it's negative, I write A. Sorry, so this should be. Let me just. Well, it'll be faster to do this. Move right down. Move left nil. Move up nil. Jump start. Shit. I highlighted the line. And then if it's 0, move. Oh, are you out of room? You are out of room. If it's 0, I move up, down, move left nil, move right nil. I don't think this is going to be faster. Yeah, it's a little slower than the last one. I thought that'd be interesting to try. It did not work out. Sometime I can like, I don't know. A lot of times you can really speed things up with like good parallel computing, but it's very difficult to implement parallel computing. Yeah, that's the takeaway. This game is hard. Sequence generator is the next one. Sequences are zero terminated. Read values from A and B. Write the lesser value to out. write the greater value to out, and then write 0 to end of the sequence. Okay. Um, Trying to think how to do this ideally. So I'm gonna need to let's think here. Is there what I could do is subtract them and then jump comparing them to 0. I don't think there's anything I could do besides that than this. Okay, Jelly. So what this is doing is not like when I say doubling, not adding things together, not multiplying by 2, but it literally doubles the stream. So it'll save B, it'll save like the value of B and then send it down twice. And then it'll save the value of A and then send it right twice. So this cell is just going to get 2 A's and 2 B's. And then what he can do is he can move A to AC, subtract B, and then right now I can jump if greater than 0 to okay, if it's let's think. If it's greater than 0, it did A minus B, so if it's greater than 0, A is bigger. So I'm going to call it just greater, and then my label is going to be lesser, greater. Cool. And then if A is the lesser one, I move up, down, move left, down, move 0 down. And then jump start. And then if it's greater, if A is greater, then I move left, down, move up, down, move 0 down, right? So it's just alternating the order. And then this guy just needs to pump the values out. Nope. Okay, I did something wrong. It is perfectly backwards. So sure. Don't know why I thought backwards there, but okay. Let me follow. Let me have my brain follow this. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to write the lesser value first. That's what I was doing backwards. So if like A is greater, then A should be, yeah. So let me rename. The labels are wrong now. So let me rename them so that they actually reflect what's happening. So now if A is lesser, it gets written first. And if A is greater, it gets written second. So now everything makes sense. Okay. These are like the easy ones, and then it just gets pretty rough as we continue. I need to delete. I have an empty slot. Read a sequence from in, write the sum to S, and write the length to L. Okay. So how do I do it? So like the first thing my brain's going to here is I could do the same thing I did in the last one, right? And just double the input stream, and then it gets one down and checks if it's 0, and then if it's not 0, it does its magic. And then if it is 0, then it's okay. So let's do that actually. So this is going to double the input stream, and then the first one so if the term is 0, the sequence is over, and it should jump down to here. And if it's not 0, then it needs to continue. So what it needs to do is move. Okay, let me. I'll think about the length thing later. Right now, I just need to think about this. I'm probably gonna start saving stuff in memory, but I need to really think through that. If I don't like saving stuff in memory if I can avoid it, but I may need to start doing that for this part. Because like I could what this guy could do is if it's 0, he sends, but he would need to send a 0 down, and then the next cell would need to interpret that anyway. So I'm not saving work by doing that. Let's have this cell be a splitter actually. So this will send the same data, right? So this will just take whatever's here and then send it to these two cells. And then one cell can just handle calculating the length. One cell can handle calculating, and then this guy's just going to move up, down. This guy can handle calculating the... Or actually, I want to do it like this. This guy is going to be able to handle calculating the sum, and this guy can handle calculating the length. I don't have to confuse them together. Because now I'll get a doubled input stream to either. And then so there's this command I have not used yet called swap. There's swap and save, and it lets me write values it lets me read and write values from back here, which I cannot operate on. I can't add, subtract, or do any conditionals on back, but I can save a number there. And so I'm going to save the sum and save the length of the sequence, right? So we're going to move. So first thing we need to do is save. That'll write the value of ACK to back. And then I need to move up into ACK. And then if it's 0, I need to terminate, and otherwise I keep going. So if it's terminating, if it's the end, what do I need to do at the end? Well, I just need to swap, which will pull back the number from back into the ACK. And this is now the sum. So I just move... I need to move ACK down. And then I need to set the ACK to 0 to reset it. And then he can loop. Otherwise, if it's not ending, so if it's not a 0 and the sequence is continuing, what I need to do is swap. That pulls the value of back up here, and then I need to add the up value. Oh, and I forgot one thing. I need to kill... Remember how the input stream is doubled? I need to kill the second 0, because it'll send me 35, 35, 0, 0, 62, 60, 51, 51, 81, 81, 54, 54, 12, 12, 0, 0. And the second 0 I have to discard so that the next thing that comes down is the next thing for the sequence. So that'll move. So moving up to ACK right here, we'll just take that 0 and stuff it in ACK, because I was zeroing ACK anyway. So it's just a little efficiency. Now that's what I want to do when it ends. When it's not done, I want to swap, which will pull up my sum. I want to add up, and then I want to swap back. And then jump back to start. And then almost the same thing happens here. I move up into ACK. I jump if equal to 0 term. Does he need a double? He doesn't need a doubled input stream, though. Can I do this more efficiently? Yes, I can. Okay. Little tiny thing. Um, so I need a doubled input stream on the sum so that I can check the first one if it's 0, and then I'll get the same number again, and then that one I can add. But for length, I'm always going to add 1 if it's not 0, so I only need one input. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to split it right here. So this will split the stream, so it'll just send it down these two pathways. And then I am going to, in this cell, move up ACK, move ACK down, move ACK down. And that'll now double it. So only the sum is going to get a doubled input stream. The length doesn't need one. So it's just going to get the single input stream. And it's going to take the thing, move it into ACK, and then if it's equal to 0, it's going to jump to term. If it isn't the end, then I add 1, or I swap, add 1, swap. And if it is the end, then, jump start. I forgot to save too. Well, actually, the saving is not. If I'm swap, add 1, swap, then I don't need to do this. I would consider this real coding, but that's just me. Yeah, I don't know if this qualifies as fake coding. It's too just straight up coding to be fake. Like if you like Space Chem is like fake coding. This is like just coding though. Okay. Up ACK jump equals 0 term. So now if it's ending, I don't need the save, right? It'll swap, add up, swap. I have to re-zero it. So what this is doing, swap save. Yeah, what this is doing is I did this in the wrong spot. Okay, so move ACK down, move up ACK. That's a 0, right? So that's my doubled 0, and then I save, and that will save the 0, so it'll overwrite back. And then when I loop back to the start here, both ACK and back will be 0. So that's what I need. This one's the swap add 1, swap jump start, and then if I'm ending, I move. I actually need to swap right here. There we go. I don't need to save then, just because it'll already be 0 because it was 0. So one line of code saved. I did it. One instruction is gone. Same thing. I swap. That pulls back to the accumulator. So I have that in memory now. And then I move it down because that's my sum. The thing that just got put into back was 0. So then the last thing I need to do is re-zero ACK. And we're done. Cool. That felt strong. Like, yeah, I'm beating the bell curve on that. That felt like a really clean solution. Obviously not like node count. You could do this in like 4 nodes, and you could do this with less instructions, but that's funny that there's a huge spike at 26. Or let me say, what's funny is that there's a huge spike at 26, and I was on that, but the 26 solution that people are getting isn't that. You know what I mean? I thought it'd be, if I'm on bell curve here, it's funny I'm not on bell. Like I have better cycle count, but same instruction count. That's just interesting. Wonder if I can. Well, part of it is I have an extra instruction here, that is just like to make things cleaner. But everything else is pretty efficient. These two, I don't think you can improve at all. It would just be like reworking the way this works, but I think this is pretty fast. Hey, washed up player. Okay. I've been live for 30 minutes. I'm probably gonna go for like 15 more. But like I think this is a game that's best played in short bursts. So well, yeah, no, this game's wild, man. I've played through most of this already, but I deleted my like all of these you'll see are my old solutions. Oh, you know what I should do? You could be fun. I played this like 4 years ago, so this is an assembly programming puzzle game. What could be fun is let me go run my old solutions, and then like on the ones I've solved. Oh, so my old solution actually just creamed my new one. My new one was 160, but I solved it in 84 somehow. How did I do that? Oh, okay, that's great. That's great. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. You can save a lot of time sometimes with parallel computing. So what I did on this one was I just computed two problems at once, right? These two cells and these two cells are exactly the same, and it just does that. I think I have that achievement already. This right here, right? It's this one. There's an achievement for like solving the first puzzle in the game in over. There's an achievement for solving the first puzzle in the game in like over 100,000 cycles, and so there's just a loop here. I don't. It's getting there. It's okay. It finished test case one. Yeah, in 100,000 cycles. I love it. It's like move 99 ack, and then it just loops 100 times, and then sends the number down. Yeah, this was me trying to min max my the amount of waiting I'd have to do. So it's 100,000. It's 103,000 cycles. It's not like 99999. I don't want to sit here all day, man. It's a good one though. It's a good meme. I like this achievement. I haven't done the hidden puzzle yet. Uh, I want to try that, but right now it's been like I said like 3 or 4 years since I played this game, so I need to like practice and get in the mood of it. I vaguely remember. It's like there's a thing in the yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a thing in the instruction manual that hints at how to access the secret puzzle. It's a really interesting like meta. Like I said, this game has a PDF documentation, so it's pretty cool. Okay, let's just do the next puzzle. That's my old one. Oh yeah, I was running all these and seeing how I performed against my old solution. All right, so that's the same. I wonder if I could probably parallel this. I haven't played them all. I owned them all. I have done almost every puzzle in Space Chem. I haven't touched Infiniminer or Shenzhen yet. I played through like half of Opus Magnum, but I don't like it. And then I wanted to finish this game before I started Shenzhen because Shenzhen's just like TIS-2. So haven't played the new one. Yeah, I'm warming up to Shenzhen though because like I want to get through this first. Oh, look at how cute I was. This was back when I put commas in my code. Adorable. Okay. Read a value from in. Compare value to previous value. Write 1 if changed by 10 or more. Okay. Okay. So I actually think this is easy. I think this is easy. I think I move up. I save, move up, ack. Oh, I need a double. I need a double. I need a double like I did last time. No, act down. Okay. So this is doubling the input stream. So it'll give me two zeros, two 32s, two 30s, two 27s, two 24s. And then that way, the first one I do the comparison with, the second one I use to, or do I need a double? Um, no, I don't. I don't actually. I don't, because I don't have to output the number. I just have to output a 1 or a 0. So I just need to move up, down. And then I need to start by saving. So that'll, whatever's in ACK right now will go into the backup, which will ideally be the previous number. Oh, maybe, whatever. We'll say that what's in ACK right now, and then I'll just make sure to reset it. I'm gonna like see if it works without, and then I'll just hard code the first 0 if I'll hard code the first 0 if it doesn't seem to work. Move up. Okay, so I'm thinking. I'm gonna say what's in ACK right now is the previous value, and then as long as I put the previous value into ACK, then I'll be good. Yeah, for sure, but there's not many puzzles you can hard code. Except that there's one. There's that one like picture puzzle later that you can just entirely hard code, I think. I can't remember. I remember there's one with like no input and it's just like funny. Okay. Move. Oh, so I'm gonna sub up. Sub 10. Okay, ready? So I sub up, sub 10. So now if this is greater than 0, I'm gonna jump to I'll have a true and I'll have a false like that. And now, okay, so this is checking, right? It'll subtract up. It'll subtract up. And then, let's think. It'll subtract up and then subtract 10 from it. So what that will do is it will be greater than 0 only if the difference is greater than 10, which is what we want. So that's good. The next thing I need to do is add 20. And now and I add 20 to it, and now this number will only be negative if the difference is more than 10, right? Because it could be in either direction, right? So if a big number comes down, when I subtract it, or let's say start here. If a super small number comes down, if it's like 100 in here and then 90 in here, I actually need to sub 9 because it's 10 or more. Yeah. Anyway, it will like if a number comes down, if 100's in here and like 1 comes down, when it subtracts and subs 9, it'll be a big positive value and it'll be true. If like the number like 10 is in here and 100 comes down, when it does 10 minus 100, it'll be negative. And then even when I add 18 to it, it'll still be negative, and thus the big negative value will move down. So this makes a range of 10 around either side, and then jumps to true if it is. If it's false, wait, I do need a double, don't I? Because I need the previous value saved. And if I sub up, that won't work. So I do need to double it. Okay, so if it's false, I move, and then I'll have a turn. So this will make sense in a bit. If it's false, I move 0 down, and then I jump term. If it's true, I move 1 down. Okay, and now this will be all the things I need to do to finish, right? So now I have the conditional, and it'll send the correct thing down. But now I need to finish this, and what I need to do is move up ACK and save it. Um, because it needs to now check, right? Yeah, I have to have. I need to start with both ACK and back. Oh no, I don't need to start with back being. I need to start with ACK being the previous number. So I need to take the doubled value and put it in. I think that actually means I don't need to double the first value, but no, I do. Move up right, move left down. Okay, I'm unconfident in this. Okay, no, it worked. Pretty good. I did not beat the bell curve this time, though. But that's okay. I think this is a pretty decent solution. I bet there's a way to do it without doubling the value that's slightly faster. Um, just because there's less, like... it's going to take me twice as long if I'm having a doubled input stream. Yeah, the instruction count was really nice, though. 14 instructions is pretty efficient. I probably am going to, like, have, like, mostly, like, instruction count efficient answers, just because, like, that's what my brain tends to think towards. I bet this is another one where you could do parallel. You could just do it parallel and compute two at once. It'd be really hard because you'd have to pass the previous value across. But I bet you could do this. I bet you can parallel this like nuts. Okay, 46 minutes. I'm done. I only want to do this game in short bursts, but I'm gonna do like an hour a day, and then my brain is gonna expand and I'm gonna become a genius. So pretty good. Yeah, these get brutal later on. I haven't even finished a lot of the ending puzzles. There's one later on that literally is just bubble sort. Like it's just bubble sort, and it's like I could never get it. It's so hard. You start getting stacks like move one right, move two right, move three right, or let's do this. Move one left, move two left, move three left, move left down, move left down, move left down, and you like uh this will make it loop forever, and you'll see that it doesn't like that. Okay, so you move one in, two in, three in, and it like yeah, one goes in, two goes in, three comes out, two comes out, one goes in. So it's like, get ready for this. That'll be fun, but that'll be another day. I need to take a break from this game. Thank you for watching, everyone.